going to be a Negro president in this country.
There never will be a Negro president in this country. Why do you say that?
We can't get jobs, how are we going to be a president?
Got me. But I want you to think about this. That there will be a Negro president of this country. But it will not be the country that we are sitting in now. But if you say to yourself, there never will be a Negro president of this country, then what you're doing is agreeing with white people who say you are inferior. It's not important, really, you know, whether or not there's a Negro president. I mean, in that way. What's important is that you should realize that you can become the president. There's nothing anybody can do that you can't do.
I'm Jane Hill in Washington, D.C. This is an historic moment. The United States of America has elected its first black president. Barack Obama will be the 44th U.S. president to enter the White House after a sweeping victory.
And this the response back in Chicago. Among the ecstasy, tears too. For Jesse Jackson, one of the country's civil rights champions, a day perhaps he never thought he would see.
11 p.m. on the East Coast. We're back on the air, and we have news. There will be young children in the White House for the first time since the Kennedy generation. An African-American has broken the barrier as old as the Republic. An astonishing candidate, an astonishing campaign, a seismic shift in American politics. You are looking at the 44th President of the United States. The celebrations begin.
I mean, how are you feeling right now? Not about 270 electoral votes, but about a black man from Chicago with a funny name being the president of a country that never wanted a black president.
So I'm sitting here thinking about all the people who didn't make it to see this moment, but then I think about the people who did, and it is people like, you know, I have a grandmother, Catherine Venable, who's sitting at home, who's almost 90, who raised my mother and her siblings, who, you know, they picked cotton in cotton country in Oklahoma. That's how they grew up. You know, my mother got spit on. She got spit on. And so it's pretty incredible that a country that did that to people only 40 years ago has now had its moment. So.
I think it's really important.